Thank you for joining us this morning, and we are excited to kick off this ceremonial groundbreaking. Thank you for joining us inside this morning at York Elementary. Obviously, our plans were altered slightly, and we appreciate your flexibility and your willingness to join us this morning for this monumentous occasion. We appreciate you partaking and part of the ceremonial groundbreaking. My name is Daniel Combs, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of serving as the MC today for the groundbreaking of the Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary School. That has a good ring to it, doesn't it? And on a personal note, as we get started this morning, I personally wanted to tell Shirley, thank you so much. She's been such a mentor to me. Not at all. I can't believe she still answers my phone calls because I call her all the time asking her how not to screw things up, and she's so gracious. So thank you for that, Shirley, sincerely. You can't find your purse. We're looking for a purse. Okay. Okay, do we have it? Okay, we're going to get that taken care of this morning. All right. I think we are in order. So we are so thankful that Shirley has been able to join us this morning along with her family members and the massive folks that have come out to celebrate this occasion. We're preparing for the official ceremonial groundbreaking of Alvin ISD's 17th elementary school. And we have a number of folks that have been critical in helping us get to that point. First and foremost, I'm going to ask you to stand and be recognized. First, we have Miss Shirley Brothers. How about a round of applause for her? Also with Shirley this morning are members of her family. We'll ask you to stand and be recognized as well. We have daughter Michael Ann Bryant, who is a special education teacher in the district. Son-in-law Scott Bryant, who is our community and staff ambassador. And joining them are their children, Shirley's grandchildren, Benjamin, Nicholas, Noah, Blake, and Nathan Bryant. Also joining us for this special occasion is Shirley's youngest daughter, Megan, and husband, Alex Pregine. Also with them are Shirley's other two grandchildren, Carson and Reese. Thank you guys for being with us. All right. And also in attendance for this once-in-a-lifetime occasion is Shirley's sister, Miss Billy Bone, and her uncle and Aunt Randy and Joy Dill. As well as nephew, David. All right, David, thank you for being here. And cousin Jimmy Keithley has also joined us this morning. So thank you to the family for being here today. We also have a number of special guests here with us that I'd like to stand and be recognized. Please hold your applause to the end because we have a lot of VIPs that have turned out for the Shirley Dill Brothers dedication. I think that speaks volume. First, our board president, Ms. Cheryl Harris. Vice President Nicole Tonini. Board Secretary Regan Matoyer, as well as board members Earl Humbert, Vivian Scheibel, Tiffany Winterstrom, and Julie Pickren. We also have with us from Congressman Pete Olson's office, Christian Bionat, his district director. From Representative Ed Thompson's office, District Director Liz Sitta. Pearland Mayor, Mr. Tom Reed. Alvin Mayor, Mr. Paul Horn. County Commissioner, Stacey Adams. We also are excited to have with us Mr. Bill Hassey, former superintendent from Alvin ISD, as well as former deputy superintendent, Mr. Tommy King. From Alvin Community College, we are honored to have with us Regents Jody Dregge and Belle Sanchez. We would also like to express a special appreciation to members of the Citizens Advisory Committee who spent tireless time and effort to be able to bring us to this point where we are constructing a new facility in Alvin ISD. So do we have any members of the Citizens Advisory Committee? Could I ask you to stand for a moment if you're here? I know we have a few. Come on, Shirley. And we also have members of the Education Foundation. If those of you that are here, there's quite a few, if you would stand. Those of you who don't know, Shirley is currently the president, but she was also instrumental in bringing an Education Foundation to Alvin ISD. So members of the foundation, please stand and be recognized. In addition, we would like to thank the entire Alvin ISD Buildings Program team, including Bill Van Wagner, Senior Project Manager for the Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary School Project, as well as Jeff Cuvion, Director of Building Programs. We also have a number of our critical partners that are here with us this morning. Please stand to be recognized as I call SBWV Architects, CMTA MEP Engineers, Gamma Construction, Matrix Structural Engineers, Brooks and Sparks Civil Engineers, FDP Food Service Design Professionals, Mary L. Goldsby Associates, Landscape Architects, Terracon Geotech, as well as Coonan Associates Building Envelope Consultant. These folks will play a critical role, and we are so appreciative for what they do. Thank you as well to members of the business community, as well as a special group that I see well represented in the back, the Alvin ISD Retired School Personnel group. Thank you for being with us here this morning. And last but certainly not least, we have two young ladies that are going to help us celebrate, and we would like them to stand, and we'll call them up to the front in just a moment. Lila and Camille McGuire, as well as their parents, Travis and Autumn McGuire. The McGuires played a critical role in the Citizens Advisory Committee process, and their two daughters, the two young ladies, will be two of the first students to enter Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary School on the first day of school. So we're excited to have them. Now it is my honor to welcome our board president, Ms. Cheryl Harris, to the podium. President Harris.
Definitely needs to be shorter. Thank you. Good morning. I am excited to be here today as we celebrate the groundbreaking of Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary. It excites me to have the opportunity to honor a longtime Alvin ISD educator, administrator, and friend. As our district continues to experience rapid growth, we are thankful that our community members and stakeholders allow us to continue to provide facilities for our students that are supportive of quality instructional programs and represent the importance of public education within Alvin ISD. New campuses like Brothers Elementary provides limitless opportunities for all students. We look forward to witnessing our students thrive in the newest facility, Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, thank you for being here today. At this time, I would like to invite our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Buck Gilcrease, to share a few words.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. It's an honor to be able to be a part of this ceremony to honor Shirley Brothers, who has been a prominent member of the Alvin ISD community for 40 years. You started teaching special education classes, correct? And then from there moved to the central office, becoming the face of the district. Those were fun times, right? What is your favorite news channel is my question to you. So Shirley is well known throughout the community and continues to serve our districts and our students in our district in a variety of capacities. As mentioned, she's the president of the foundation board, but additionally to that, I just have to say, I've been here about a year and a half, and one of the very first people I met was Shirley Brothers. And Shirley came into my office and shut the door and said, "Let me tell you how this is going to be." No, that's not what she said. she came into my office, shut the door, and she said, I just want you to know that we're glad you're here, and if there's anything I can do to help you, I'll be glad to do that. I'm going to tell you what, folks, when Shirley Brother says that to you, she means it. She means everything about that if there's something she can do to help, she will be there to help. She has been instrumental in the Citizens Advisory Committee that we had when I first got here. She was instrumental in offering introductions around the district. But then most and foremost, I think for me, is that I get to call Shirley my friend. And so, Shirley, thank you for allowing us to honor you with this today. And we do appreciate all that you've done for us and our community. Thank you.
Now, we're not going to stop this celebration. We have a few other folks that have joined us this morning, and we would like to recognize them as well. Shirley, I think that's a testament to who you are. If you look around this room, this is incredible. And so we're excited to have State Representative Ed Thompson join us this morning as well. Rep. Thompson, thank you for being here with us. We also have Mr. Robbie McGowan, former Alvin ISD Superintendent, with us this morning. We'd like to thank you for being here. As well as Joanna McWilliams, President and CEO of the Alvin Manville Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Joanna, for being here. At this time, I would like to welcome Shirley's daughter, Michael Ann Bryant, accompanied by her family members who are in attendance to the podium. Michael Ann will share a few words on behalf of the family. Michael Ann.
She's trying to get out of it like she always does. That's what she does. What an honor it is to be standing in front of you guys today. I'm going to try to do this without crying. So, what a great day to break ground on a new school. I can't do it. The kids who go to this school are going to change the world one day. And they're going to do some extraordinary things. You know, my mom never imagined that a school would be named after her. She always used to say, when I would ask her, you know, how do they name schools? How does that work? She'd always say, well, it's they name schools after people who do extraordinary things, for people who go above and beyond. And for 40 years, she worked for Alvin ISD, and through those 40 years, she thought she was just doing her job. But she did do some extraordinary things, and she went above and beyond. She helped set the standard for how students with special needs should be taught, and more importantly, how they should be treated. She always taught me that kids with special needs should be treated with dignity and with respect, and that all kids can learn. I watched as she taught Mark and Chris and Billy, and I watched as she advocated for them and celebrated with them and loved them unconditionally. I watched as she struggled with them and celebrated when they finished an accomplishment. And still today, I'm watching as she visits a former student who's at the end of his life, and she grieves with his family. And when she watches a little girl and helps her pick out ribbon in Hobby Lobby because she knows she struggles with language. And when she gives selflessly to help others or dedicates her time to a cause that she believes in. For 40 years, she's dedicated herself to making this district the best one around. And not just for me and my kids and my sister's kids, but for every kid. She paved the way for our current leaders in the field of public relations within education. And she was a constant when we struggled to grow and expand, and there were growing pains. But she was there to build a bigger, stronger, better district with an amazing vision for educating students in the 21st century. And even in retirement, she continues to be a part of the growth of Alvin ISD, and now we're all watching. Just a few blocks from here, there's going to be a building where children will get the tools they need to change the world. And I'm so proud that that building's going to have our name on it. But more than that, I'm grateful for the example that she set, not only for me, but for everyone. My mom's an extraordinary woman, and I'm honored to be a part of her legacy. And now for years to come, we will watch as students who are a part of Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary go out into the world and do extraordinary things.
Michael Ann, I don't think there could have been a more appropriate testimony of Shirley's legacy in this community, all the lives she's touched. So thank you for sharing those heartfelt and emotional words, but they're emotional because they're true. And we're so appreciative of who Shirley is. And I will affirm what you said at the beginning, that she didn't want a school named after her. I don't know how many phone calls and arm twisting and reinforcements it took to finally get her to say, well, if that's what the district really wants, I won't stand in the way. And that's a testament to her humility, and that it was not just a job, it's her active service. So at this time, I cannot be more honored to invite Shirley Brothers to come forward to share a few words. Miss Shirley Brothers.
Oh my gosh, y'all, this is really and truly, I said from the very beginning, this is so humbling and overwhelming. And first of all, I just want to thank you for this incredible, incredible honor. I can't even begin. I do have a few notes, so y'all bear with me. And Robbie, I'm so glad you're here, and your hair's not getting wet. That's the main thing. He did bring that out. I have to say, I also had a phone call from Dr. Virgil Tiemann just as I was driving in this morning, and he said to tell everybody hello, and he would be here, but he's watching the floodwaters close to his house. So Dr. Tiemann was another one of the superintendents that I worked for. I was really and truly incredibly honored. Daniel, I have to say, having facilitated the school naming committee with my partner in crime back there many years, I know exactly what you've been through with the naming issue. I've been in your shoes. That's probably why my hair is this color. So get ready. Don't even try to color it, because it grows out. And then after decisions are made and the board decides and everything, and then it's up to planning something like this. And in this case, replanning something like this. So Tamika and Rachel and Tammy and Scott, I know he was in on this, planning and replanning this. I've also been in your shoes, so I know exactly what you guys have been through, so I appreciate it. The good part is the school year's ended, and I think you have about 48 hours before you have to plan back to school, so just get ready. But hang in there, you're doing a great job, and I appreciate all of you. And then to my precious family, what can I say about those girls? Megan and her husband, Alex, the official keeper there of the youngest in our family, and Michael Ann and Scott. And those girls put up with me being gone for many, many years, at night, during the day. And actually, I overheard them say one time they were going to put on my grave headstone, I'll have a quick meeting, I'll be right back. And so I don't know if that'll come true or not, but girls, thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for being the troopers. They truly are my greatest accomplishments, and I love them beyond words and don't know what I would do without all of them. I have another thing of M&Ms in my purse if we need it. And then, of course, that sensational 7, Benjamin, Nicholas, Noah, Blake, Nathan, Carson, and then the little one, Reese, as you know. Carson, obviously, is our princess because she's our only girl, but those boys are, in their own unique way, are so special and so sweet. I tell them that, and they just kind of roll their eyes because they're getting bigger, but they are the sweetest thing. Even when one of them asks you at the last minute if you will drive to Pearland and pick up $75 worth of Chick-fil-A for his entire class. And I go, oh, sure, Ben. And he said, we'll pay you back. Hadn't happened yet, but that's okay, because you know what? He got an A on that project. Am I right? That's right. So feeding, but I am me mommy to them. And Michaeline, grab me that water right there. I am me mommy to them, and it truly, let me do this. melts my heart when I hear them say it. They truly are the best part of getting older. So I love you guys. My sister here, Billy, is here from Corsicana. She lives on the farm that we share up. That was our parents' place. And Billy, the night that they announced it, I think Scott was notifying people and everything. I was actually in the parking lot at Target over here when I got the call that it was official. So later that evening, I'm sitting on my sofa kind of thinking, oh my gosh, this is just unbelievable. And the phone rings, it's Billy. And she said, well, Shirley? Wow, man, this is something. She said, honestly, when I heard it, I thought you died and they forgot to call me. And I went, oh my God, well, no, I'm still here. And she said, well, you know, they usually don't name schools for people unless they're dead. And I said, well, they changed their mind this time, I guess. So anyway, I have an aunt and uncle that drove in. Randy and Joy, stand up, because I want you to look at that man. Stand up, Randy and Joy, right there. That's my uncle. That's my daddy's baby brother, who is a year younger than me. Now, he does not like for me to tell me, and when we were growing up, and we were obviously, you know, all running together at the same age, he said, don't tell him I'm your uncle. Just say I'm your cousin or something, because it was all. But Randy and Joy also are here from Corsicana. And I have to say, Randy and Joy both have been intimately involved with the foundation in Corsicana. I'm real proud of that. Their daughter Leah served on the school board there for many years. We hope she runs again, because they need people like Leah Blackard on a board in Corsicana, good folks like my friends here. But anyway, my nephew David, of course, is here from New Braunfels, who just announced to us last night that he and his wife Stacy, who's not here because she has morning sickness because they're having a new baby. So the new one will join 10-year-old Brendan, so we're really, really excited about that. Wish they could be here too. You know, some of my cousins were coming, and bless their hearts, from Huntsville and all over. You know, it truly is a true fact that your cousins are your first best friends. And I don't know if Jimmy's here, he was coming down, I don't know, but we have laughed and cried together and shared more wonderful, wonderful stories and memories, so I appreciate them. I cannot say enough about my school PR friends. Some of them were coming today, and obviously the weather, but I have laughed and cried and commiserated for over 25 years with these people, the school PR people in the state of Texas, who truly are the best ever. I called them for advice. I borrowed from them. I copied them. I stole from a few, you know, whatever it could to make Alvin ISD look good. So if you are here out there, school PR friends, thank you for all you have done. I want to tell you also how important it is to always stay in touch with your childhood friends. I've got some right back there that have come from Lake Jackson, and where else? All Lake Jackson girls, that's right. These are my traveling buddies. Y'all have heard stories, but we won't go any further than that. But Kathy and Delia and Francis, and then my sister's dear friend Janine is here, Janine Webster. And I think Gary Wayne's here. There he is in the back. Watch that kiddo grow up. These are my Brazosport buddies. Some of us have known each other since second grade. And so stay in touch with your childhood. I cannot tell you how important that is and how much fun we have. We just pick up where we left off every time we're together. And then those amazing superintendents, Mr. Hassey, Lord of mercy, he and I'll never forget when we first started, Mr. Hassey became superintendent in June, and I started this new job that same month, and I went in and sat down in front of him. I said, Mr. Hassey, I don't know what I'm doing. He said, well, good, because I don't either. So we're going to learn together, and we did. Mr. Hassey doesn't remember this story, but it's true. He told me from the very beginning, he said, now listen, I do know that there is a gal in Spring Branch. Call her. She is phenomenal. She's their PR person. Call her. So I called this lady. Wonderful. She gave me so much good advice. First thing she told me to do was she said, you need to go to the National School Public Relations Conference. It's in Colorado this year. You need to go. You will learn beyond. And I said, oh, I'm already. I'm there. And so I go to Mr. Hassey and I say, listen, they told me what I need to do is go to this conference in Colorado. And he just looked at me and went, no. you're not going to Colorado. I said, unless I go to Colorado. And I said, okay, so I didn't get to make my trip to Colorado. But a few years later, Mr. Hassey calls me and he said, listen, I heard about a conference in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Yes, I don't play golf, but I thought, what fun that would be. And I said, oh, okay, when is it? He said, January. Have you ever been to South Carolina? It is not fun. It is nasty, it's cold, and the whole bit. But I took gloves and boots and coats and everything and went out to South Carolina to Hilton Head for that conference. And I actually acted like it was summer half the time. But Mr. Hassey, thank you for those opportunities that I had to work with you for all those years. And I can honestly tell you, every superintendent that left me, I cried. From Mr. Hassey to Dr. Tiemann to Dr. Smith to Robbie, and I watched him grow up, so it's so hard to say Dr. McGowan, although I did address you as Dr. McGowan. And my only regret is I didn't have that opportunity to work for Dr. Gilcrease, because I learned so much about him, actually before you came, because, we checked those things out, And I didn't get the opportunity, but it is an honor to call you my friend. That's the most important thing, so thank you so much. And my school board member friends, the current ones who are all my friends, and then some that have gone before, that have taught me, that I learned from, that I cleaned up after in many cases, but in some cases, not Charlie Goodson, ever though, Charlie, ever. They are wonderful, wonderful friends. And a special thanks to my retired educator friends. We have fun together, and these people are still supporting Alvin ISD every single day. And I can't say enough about my school family. Elizabeth, thank you so much for transforming your school today in this building that's named for my friend Glenn York, who took Michael Ann on her first ride down the river in New Braunfels with me panicking and Glenn York going, it's okay, she's fine. And I didn't see them again for about 2 days. So, no, it really and truly, but Glenn York was a great friend, and I appreciate you letting us come here today. But I do not know what I would have done all these years without the support and encouragement of some people in my life. Marianne McWhirter back there in the back, Belle Sanchez, Brenda Brown, who was one of my high school teachers, is here today and who has influenced me over the years. Mike Bass, man alive, I've cried to that guy more times than I care to count. I don't know where he is, but on lots and lots of different things. Carrie Nybauer, Lisa Butler, Carol Nelson, Tommy King, and I said I wasn't going to say that was the longest 6 months of my life when you were superintendent, but it really was. Just saying. No, Tommy served as interim superintendent for about 6 months, bless his heart, and that's when his hair started turning that color. But Tommy was a great mentor, and if you could go into Tommy and say, Tommy, I don't understand the TERS, so explain it to me. And about 2 days later, you would get the answer that you were looking for, and it took forever, but I finally did understand the TERS. But Tommy always made sure we were so thorough in everything we did. And then my education foundation friends, Sheila and Melinda and Jody. Amy's out there too someplace. These are my foundation board friends that helped me through all these years of the foundation growing and doing what we do best. And we do some darn good work, I don't mind telling you. We are approaching $1 million that we have given away to teachers and campuses in this district, and it's so excited. I don't know if Kay York is here or not, but Kay, if she is, there she is. That is the most persistent woman in the world right there. That is Glenn York's daughter. And what can I say? Thank you, Kay, for those phone calls and all of those things, the little messages you left me. You made me believe that what needed to happen, and I appreciate you so much. I really and truly do. Kay York, my friend, she's a great friend. In 2015, that bond election, Dr. Gilcrease, bless his heart, got here, and bingo, we're going to do a bond election. What fun is that? And we all kind of banded together and did what we could to make it happen. That bond election provided the funds that'll build Elementary 17, and it gave me that opportunity to reconnect and get to know some wonderful friends like Travis McGuire and his wife Autumn and the girls and all the others who worked on that, who helped will provide the funds for other facilities that are being built. I don't know if you saw I say Kelly Heston School, I guess that's what I'm going to call it, but Shadow Creek High School right down. Man, that is majestic, and I can't wait to be able to go in it and see it. But your friendship truly does mean a lot to me, those of us who worked on that bond election together. Just a few months ago, I returned to the Presbyterian Church in Alvin after trying to be a Methodist for about 12 years, and that didn't work. So Craig King is here today, who is the pastor at the Presbyterian Church. But anyway, we want to go on to that story. But when the name of the school was announced, Adrienne Whitfield Thomas, I don't know if Adrienne's here today or not, but she's one of our great teachers at Fairview, actually, but also grew up with Michael and Megan in the Presbyterian Church. And Adrienne said, wow, y'all, 4 schools in Alvin ISD named for Presbyterian women. And I thought, well, that's true. Grace Ward Harvey, Melba Lindbergh Passmer, Mary Burks Merrick, and now Shirley Dill Brothers, because I am a Presbyterian, Craig, just so you know. Okay. And you know what? She is right. But you all, I don't even begin to measure up to those other 3 women, to the knowledge and the skills they possessed, to the contributions they made to so many. All 3 are my friends, and I miss them to this day, especially Mary Merrick. For about 30 years, we talked on the phone every night, just about, and we would talk until our kids came home from wherever they were. And she would say, well, one of mine's here. I said, well, I'm still missing 2. And she'd go, and she had 2 more to go. But we talked, and we commiserated, and we laughed and cried. And I miss her to this day. And I love you guys, Donnie, George, and Katie, and the legacy that she left for you all. So thank you. I hope that in some small way I can make a difference like they did in the lives of so many. So as I watch with pride as that school is built, and know we're in good hands with Pat and Jeff and SBWV and Gamma Construction, Dr. Gilcrease and current board members, my good friends, thank you for this very humbling and amazing honor. I can't wait for it to be filled with the sounds of kiddos and teachers laughing and learning together. So thank you all so, so much.
Shirley, thank you so much for sharing those words. I certainly would not want to be the one that would have to give a speech after that. So I know somebody who will give it a shot to come up to the podium, and that is Shirley's son-in-law and community staff ambassador for Alvin ISD, Mr. Scott Bryant.
Daniel, you used to be my friend until you put me after her. I am married to Michael Ann, her oldest daughter, and we have been married, this month will be 19 years, and we have been together for 24, so I've been in this family for a long, long time. And I always knew that Shirley was very special because from the very beginning, I was welcomed into this family as one of their own. And I was treated as such for this entire time. And for those of you that don't know, Michael and I actually started dating when I was a sophomore and she was a senior. So yes, she's an older woman. But honestly, her and I have never broken up. So we have been together for 24 and a half years almost and have never broken up. And so I have literally been in this family for the majority of my life. And so in that, I always knew that she was special, and I always knew that everything, that she did touched so many people, but I never realized the impact really that Shirley has on everybody that she meets, and the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And just recently, I was able to join this amazing, amazing staff at Alvin ISD, and I cannot tell you, I have never gone into a job in my life where I felt at home immediately. And that is a testament to you guys that are sitting there. So yes, absolutely. Little did I know, though, the impact that she has. And little did I know that as we were getting ready to do this, she's always said, again, that she would never have a school named after her, ever, ever, ever. She didn't want it. So finally one day we were standing in my kitchen and I said, well, you can do it now when you can enjoy it, or when you pass away, they're going to call Michael Ann and I and Megan, and we're going to say yes. So you can enjoy it. And so what an honor it is to be able to stand here and honor you, who has been a huge, huge, huge part of my life for the longest time, almost 25 years, and to know that your legacy will continue on, and the legacy that you have built for us to carry on. And now that I'm in a role that I'm in Alvin ISD, I do a lot of those same things that you did, and I have not one better teacher than you sitting in front of me, and God knows that I have bent her ear a lot, and for her to call me and say, hey, this event's coming up, you need to be there. And so I was like, yes, all right, awesome, I'll be there. But again, we're very thankful for you. We're very thankful for who you are. We're very thankful for your innermost being, because that is who you are to everybody else, is who you are all the time. And we want to thank you personally for that, as a family member and as an Alvin ISD employee, for the greatness that is going to come with Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary. So again, I learned a great lesson this last week, and something that I will carry with me for a long, long time, and that is this. Since there's so much confusion over whether or not you can pray at a school event, if I was going to pray over this event, this is what I would say. So you can join if you want to, but I'm going to pray by myself out loud. So if you want to join, you can. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to. But I'm gonna take a moment to pray for every student that's going to walk in this school, and pray that this is a place of extraordinary learning and extraordinary friendships that are being built for the rest of their lives. So, Father, I'm so thankful to be standing in this place today. God, for us as a family, seeing this come to fruition after years and years and years. And Lord, all of those just one quick meetings, they're coming to a full circle to be able to honor a lady that means so much to every single one of us in this place. And God, for every child that's going to walk through those doors, Lord, that you would show them your way, and that you would give them the feeling of safety and comfort as they walk in those doors. And from the principal to the assistant principal to the counselor to the front office people, to every single teacher and aide, librarian, everybody that walks in those doors, Lord, that they would be 100% about your children and raising them up and teaching them the ways. And Father, thank you so much for this beautiful woman that sits in front of us today, that I get to call my mother-in-law, and so many of us get to still call friend. We're thankful for her, and we're thankful for this amazing day that we've had together. And it's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thank you.
Scott, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And we want to thank everyone for joining us for the official groundbreaking of the Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary. And now we need to turn some ceremonial dirt and break some ground. So first, for the photo, we would like to invite up Shirley, as well as all of her family members that are here with us today. We'll get the photographer to stand far back so we can get everybody in. And we would also like to invite the trustees forward to take a photo with the family. All right. All right, we are waiting for one additional family member who is on the way, who may be in the other room with those M&Ms from Shirley's purse. So if you'll give us just one moment. I do understand how that works. Yes, ma'am. All right. Okay. And on the count of three, we're going to ask you to turn over some dirt and break the ceremonial ground. 1, 2, 3. All right. How about a round of applause? And then family, stay there. Trustees, will y'all come join the family as well as Dr. Gilcrease for a photo as well? We all come join in this photo. No,
Yeah, don't worry.
he's good. Okay, on the count of three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Turn over that dirt. And Lila and Camille, do we have you in the photo yet? Y'all come join us and come grab a shovel real quick. We need to get you in this picture as well. All right, Travis, you go ahead and. Okay, here we go. On the count of three, we're going to turn over the dirt. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And Shirley's family, thank you very much. If y'all would mind handing one of your hard hats to a trustee, we thank you for being in those photos. Thank you for being in those photos, guys. And this next photo is going to be with our trustees and Shirley and Dr. Gilcrease. Okay, y'all step forward and get some shovels. Come get some shovels. All right, on the count of three, we're going to ask you to break some ground. We have a... You have too many?
Perfect.
Okay. All right, on the count of three. 1... Nope, not yet, sorry. Oh, I ran away with the shovel. Okay. 1, 2, 3, break that ground. All right, perfect. Thank you to our trustees for being in those photos. Next, we would like to invite Shirley and Dr. Gilcrease to stay there, and we would like Jeff Couvion, Pat Miller, Bill Van Wagner, and all of the members representing our partners from the building construction side to come forward to be in a photo. All of our contractors and different folks, please come forward. Jeff. All right, everybody come forward and grab a shovel. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to ask you to break some ground. 1, 2, 3, go ahead. All right, for the perfect photo op. And then our last photo of the morning, we're going to invite all of our elected officials or those representing various elected official offices to please come forward to be in a photo with Shirley. Okay, here we go. On the count of 3, we're going to ask you to break some dirt. 1, 2, 3, go ahead. Overturn that ground. Okay, thank you to our elected officials for being here. And one last photo. The superintendents that have served with or along with Shirley, please come forward. Mr. Hassey, Dr. McGowan, please come forward. Dr. Gilcrease, Tommy King, please come forward, gentlemen. Okay, Dr. McGowan, Mr. Hassey, please get in there. All right, and on the count of 3, we'll ask you to turn it over. 1, 2, 3. All right, and that concludes the official ceremonial groundbreaking for Shirley Dill Brothers Elementary. Thank you for coming this morning. Please stay around in fellowship as long as you would like. We do have some refreshments to the side. Please enjoy those. Thank you again.